BJ Rectangle.
You're no match for a man like him. He's capable of smashing steel with his bare hands.
And my god, the action here is amazing.
Yeah.
It's a flurry of kicks, punches.
It's really a flurry. When I don't want to spoil it, but the final fight scene, wow. I mean, wow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They took it to a whole new level. He's really become the Dragon Warrior.
And it's a type that, you have to watch it again to appreciate the moves.
Yeah, because in 3D, unfortunately, sorry Power Plant, but in 3D when we put on our goggles, everything kind of got darker. You kind of sacrifice resolution for the 3D. So maybe you guys will be luckier if you watch it in your own cinemas. But I wasn't so lucky. I still want to watch it in 2D though because I missed a few minutes at the start. But I think it's worth watching again.
But isn't that the trend in a lot of the 3D movies? It's like the glasses are always darker.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, because I noticed in other theaters.
Not all.
Oh yeah.
Not all. In Goa. In Goa, it's the same.
Okay.
The brightness is the same.
You really have to pay attention to the action sequence here. It's a slam bang.
Yeah.
It's not as What I noticed about the first one is that there's a lot of nuance in the sequences.
Yeah.
If you notice it.
Yeah.
Because here it's like all out battle scenes.
Yeah, because I think in the first one there was a lot of individual fights, and you could see like with each of the Furious Five, you could see the difference in their fighting styles. Here, since they're all fighting at the same time, it becomes a mishmash.
Yeah.
Which is great visually because there's a lot of things happening, but at the same time, there's a lot of things happening. So you kind of lose. You have to pay attention to each person battling during the fight. So,
although what's cool is that they really they coordinate with each other. Fierce Fight and Poe.
Yeah.
It's all coordination between each other.
Yeah.
So it's understandable. Like where it's like it seems like a rush of action, but
they're actually backing each other up,
Yeah.
and you're practically asking for a fastball specialist.
Yeah.
And you're like, come on, go for it. Yeah.
So kick-ass action there.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed with the action here.
True.
I think, as we mentioned earlier, is that it's in terms of the message of the movie. In the first one, that was the case, right? It had a strong message.
Really strong. Here, there's a strong message too. It's not as profound as the first one.
Yeah, exactly.
The first one, he opens his skull like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here,
it's nothing you haven't heard before, right? Because
Yeah.
Poe's adopted.
Yeah.
So he discovers he has to figure out his roots.
Yeah.
And he realizes that.
and he's looking for inner peace.
Yeah.
Inner peace.
So it's a quest for inner peace.
Yeah.
And in a way, it's
That
something.
sounds like a Superman movie.
Yeah, it's not like you haven't heard that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
There, and the comedy, the humor isn't as strong.
Yeah.
Here.
But I again, like I told JV and some friends last night, I like the fact that even though Poe has been elevated to Dragon Warrior level and he makes some awesome moves, right after he does an awesome move and he's in the pose, he screws up. Because come on, it's Jack Black. He can't be the superhero. He has to be able to screw up because that's what makes him funny.
It's what I call the Chris Farley factor. It's just being fat as a way as comedy.
Yeah. And you predated to Chris Farley's idol, who was John Belushi.
So it's there, and I appreciate a good fat joke here and there, but I think they kind of overplay it a little bit here too much. I'm afraid. But hey, it's what you expect. It's part of Jack Black. Forte, I guess.
Yes.
Even when he's not actually on the screen.
Yeah. And you can leave after when the initial credits start rolling because there's a promise there's going to be a third one. This is almost guaranteed to be. There's going to be a sequel. We waited till the credits ended and there was nothing there at the end, so you can leave.
Although I hear there's going to be, the plan is to make like 5 Kung Fu Panda movies.
If they're still lucrative and if they
If
still
can
have
pull
good
it off,
stories,
I'll be impressed.
if they still have good stories, I mean, I really am a fan of this Kung Fu Panda series because I generally don't like DreamWorks films. I'm a Disney guy, so a Pixar guy. That's me. But Kung Fu Panda 1 changed my mind. It blew my mind. So from then on, I decided I'm gonna give these DreamWorks films a break. I'll watch them as unbiased as possible, and that's why I enjoyed How to Train Your Dragon. I thought How to Train Your Dragon is a very close second to Kung Fu Panda 1 as far as great animation movies. So Kung Fu Panda 2 isn't as up to stuff, but hey, there's hope. There's a third one coming.
Yeah, third one's coming along, so looking forward to what they're gonna pull out there. Gary Oldman, we talked about him already.
Yeah.
Yes.
Brilliant Gary Oldman. And I think I like having Michelle Yeoh as the soothsayer because she has a lot of lines, and they really played off the fact that yes, goats have beards. So you mean she's a girl?
Yeah.
that was funny.
Yeah, that's a good bit.
I thought Dennis Haysbert, David Palmer is really strong, the strong manly voice.
I can't believe I missed Danny McBride.
Yeah,
as the wolf.
we both missed Danny
One-eyed wolf.
McBride as the one-eyed wolf. We both missed Victor Garber as Master Thundering
I
Rhino.
wish he had more lines.
Yeah, because he's
Anyway.
early on. But Jean-Claude Van Damme is there. He is the crocodile, and you can hear.
Master Croc.
Yeah, the only thing missing was for him to do a split. Because if he did a split, that would have blown my mind.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird though, because Jean-Claude Van Damme he's a legit action star, and you put him side by side with Dennis Haysbert, who's a great voice, but he's not an action star.
Yeah.
So that's the only little quibble I have, I guess.
Haysbert was in Justice League, right? Kilowog. He was Kilowog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was. Haysbert is also. Well, he was in the Major League movies as Pedro Serrano, and he's David Palmer on 24. What else? Haysbert's all over the place. He's the voice of Allstate Insurance.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, I didn't know that. Alright.
So he's an amazing voice actor. I guess they needed to have some big, gruff, manly voice because Michael Clark Duncan was in the first movie, and here it's Dennis Haysbert's turn.
Yeah.
You and your tight friend, lift your little dress like light wind. Slide right in.